Guys, back over here. I kind of like it over there. There's more guns over there. Glad you guys enjoyed seeing the reloading stuff. And as always, always appreciate any feedback. JR10 Desert Gold. You're right. Stay focused on one thing. But this was the initial setup. It's not like I'm going to go get 7 more presses and just have them all lined up so they can each do a... Or would I? Just kidding. I tell you, again, not bouncing all over the place, but just looking at, what's out there, the thing that really surprises me is, aren't dyes, especially if they're coming from the same manufacturer? What am I getting at? Well, say you do RCBS dyes or Lee dyes, and you get 45 from Lee, and you get 9mm from Lee, and you get 44 Magnum from Lee. Now don't tell me Lee doesn't or whoever's manufacturing them, take advantage of the scenario. Because have any of you priced the dyes for the 5.7x28? Christine was like, what do you want for Christmas? I said, I don't mean to instantly go off into a tangent, but you know what? I don't need one day a year, or there's multiple days, Valentine's Day, that kind of shit. But I don't need a particular day of the year to do something nice for somebody. If Chris uses the shit out of her tablet and the one that she had stopped working, I didn't make her wait to figure out what was wrong with that one or send it back to get it fixed. I brought her up to Best Buy and I bought her the best version of the Samsung that she had. It was kind of cool though, because it turned out that the LEDs or whatever the hell that's inside of them was malfunctioning, and they basically rebuilt the old one for her. Now she's just trying to find a friend that's in need of one. She really wants to give it to my sister, but my sister doesn't do internet. She's on the computer all day long, so she has no desire once she gets home. But yeah, those she asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I'm just like, dyes. I'm gonna be buying them all over again because I bought dyes for almost everything. Everything that I shoot gets reloaded. Yeah, everything that I shoot gets reloaded by my brother-in-law, and if he didn't already have dyes, I bought them for him, and I just said, just get me a set of 40/10mm. When I'm finally comfortable about doing the 45, I'll probably try something else, but I'm not going to do 10mm, mainly thanks to JR10, because I know the 10mm is I don't know, I always get that boyish smile on my face. I know some of you really like that. Here, let's try it. When I think of the 10mm, because I love that round. It's just, that's why I can't wait to get out and see if that Rock Island 10mm is going to run now that it's back. But yeah, that's just all the shit. When I get the cupboard organized, because I redid the safe, got another safe in there, and I'm probably gonna put lock away some of the ammo, especially for anything that I can't put in the safe right now. I feel better knowing that someone broke in or whatever, they at least can't load the gun laying around. But yeah, I want to, I'll get the bench all cleared off, and JR10, it'll be streamlined just for the 45 stuff. It might not. I might not be able to make your rule about, well, I can slow the fuck down. I got that one. but I probably won't be able to take it out of the room. I'll just hide it on myself. Is that okay? Okay. But yeah, eventually I want to do the 5.7 because that'll be a gun that I plan on spending quite a bit of time with. So, okay, what are we looking at today? Now that is a woman that looks like she's about to have a really good time in bed. Smith & Forge Hard Cider. Made strong in the fine tradition of making things. Wait for it. Strong. 6% by volume? 6% by volume. And these were loaned with company. Christopher, he gave me a couple of 6-packs, and there's a couple left. So I've had them. So I'll try to act surprised by how it tastes. Actually, the one thing, Chris, if you're watching this, I don't know why on this 6-pack, and why did Chris get these? Not that he thought I was going to slip into a pair of high heels and a skirt and switch to juice. But 6%, you know, that's good. That's even more than the beer that he drinks. But they were giving away 6-packs with every case of Miller, whatever the hell he drinks. Miller Lite, Miller High Life, Miller, the champagne of beers. He left some, so we're actually going to review those sometime soon. Maybe the next day if I don't go out and get some more stuff to review. So, Christopher, that first 6-pack, you know how every single can, you know when you get a can that's been like punctured and like there's a little bit of air or something in there, you know, they kind of get really weird squishy feeling. This second 6-pack doesn't have that at all. It's my oldest daughter, Lily. Due to work schedules, she's doing Thanksgiving dinner tonight. Oh, and I just got a picture of a pile of Lagunitas sucks from Sonoran Desert Prepper. Thanks for texting me pictures of one of my favorite beers. Actually, the last time I was over at Keyport, I think they had some in. And the guy in the video is just on his phone. Yeah, whatever. What's wrong with this picture? Let me rephrase. What's wrong with this picture? I have another subject. It's one of those, I hate to bitch about it, because they, in one breath, they do stuff for us and the Second Amendment and our fight for our freedom to enjoy the Second Amendment, that being the NRA. On the other hand, if they were to fight too hard and really do their damn job, they'd end up working themselves out of work. So sometimes I question what they do and what they don't do. But I tell you, there's two things that really absolutely drive me nuts about the NRA. One, heaven forbid they should get your email address, because you're going to get something from them every day. If not, I can guarantee you it'll happen at least every other day. Okay, well, look. Looks like apple juice. It smells like apple juice. tastes, yeah, you guessed it. So, I re-upped my membership, which I don't know how many phone calls you guys get, but it's like an endless barrage. They're sales building, and this particular time they were also raising money for veterans. I think it was kind of on the same thing as what Justin J-Rock was fighting for, other than his life, and that was for where soldiers that are fighting depression and suicide. So I gave the minimum. I know, Chuck. Fucking surprise. I gave the minimum amount to do the 1-year membership, but I then doubled it and a little bit more with my donation for the veterans, which I'd probably be a lot better off making sure that it went to Justin's cause, because I don't know honestly what the percentage is. But as you can see, it's the little token gift that I got from the NRA for re-upping, and it's got, you know, red, white, and blue. Well, yeah, red, white, and blue. And what does it say? Custom. Join our customer club and get free shipping. Stand and fight. I know some of you guys probably already know where I'm going with this. I think I already showed it. But that, just any moment. Really, NRA? Nobody right here in the United States that probably even gives large amounts of money to the NRA. You couldn't find them to maybe make you some stuff. I think everything I've ever gotten from the damn NRA was China. A multi-purpose tool, piece of shit. A knife, piece of shit. A duffel bag, piece of shit. But, you know, whatever. Why don't you just save whatever money you're spending on those hats. I'm sure they're probably like 25 cents a piece to you or whatever, but, you know, just put that money towards, you know, veterans or the fight for our Second Amendment. Well, as you can see, it didn't, well, maybe you missed it. Here, let's take a look at it again. The carbonation level. So, carbonation level is it's not like it's gonna fizz over or anything, but it tastes carbonated. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Oh, I should probably not act too sober. And I didn't get my hair cut either. I need to, but, you know, Christine's goofy ass friend that does it, you know, you gotta, like, get into the schedule. Or I could just switch my mousse for starting fluid and smoke. Okay, there's really not much there's going to be a whole bunch of descriptive things like, okay, the mouthfeel, light. No, maybe not really light. Maybe just like light, carrying a couple of grocery bags. That kind of light. The first thing you notice, is an appley, it's a real word, look it up, appley like flavor. And as that appley like flavor kind of builds, it crosses your tongue, and then there's that dingleberry thing. It avoids that, like it does a little side move, and then it's just like straight down. And so you got that appley like taste at the beginning, and then when that starts to fade, it kind of creates this desire to do it again. And the end, it's not really a bread or a biscuit. It's not hoppy, and there's no coffee or roasted malts, but it does have a fairly intense apple flavor. Let's look for some clues as to why Miller is pushing this. Like, giving it away, kind of. Ingredients: hard apple cider, water, apple juice concentrate, natural flavor, is it malic acid, and sulfates. It has 220 calories per serving, and there is one serving per can. That's nice to see. One of those ones where, you know, they can get their calorie count down by, you know, there's like 15 servings in this can. Total carbs 26, 2% calcium. So I have no idea where it's even made. Government warning. Well, it actually has more information, but the writing gets even smaller. Whatever, Chet. So I don't know, maybe Miller bought some stock in the company or something. No. What else is new or coming up on the other channel? Well, getting off my ass and doing a support video for Stephen Bush, that's high on the list. I haven't watched his video yet, but I understand that FJ55 Iron Pig, Josh, has got a giveaway going, so naturally I need to show some support for that. So that's the rumor. If it's not true, then whoops. I've got just seems like everything that I've got going on when it comes to gun stuff right now all has to do with the AR pistol. I will be replacing the front post with one of those 6. I don't remember if I mentioned it or not. Company I really like to work with, and I think I found one person so far that had some reliability issues, or either the spring was too much or whatever, that they couldn't get it to function properly. But the David Tubbs flat spring, they just have a ridiculous amount of cycles for how long before they wear out. But as you guys know, it's going in the pistol. The pistol got the adjustable gas block, which nobody but you guys, as of right now, know about that. And I went with the David Tubbs spring because they actually just recently came out with one specifically designed for It's their lightweight spring, which is what I wanted to tune the pistol, and this is specifically designed for 300 blackout or AR pistols. And going to be sitting in front of that is the T1 buffer. Right now it has a T2 in it, so lighten it up just a little bit. Gun of choice. At this moment in time, it's this, and yes, it is. Why would it not be? Which is another interesting debate. I can only imagine how that video would turn out. To carry a paperweight or not to carry a paperweight. And I know Ed left a comment on it. Someone sent me a link to a video of a guy that does a lot of instructive pistol training, and he basically said, I know it's kind of callous because maybe some of you aren't, but his basically what he said is, if you don't feel comfortable carrying a gun with a round in the chamber, maybe you might want to rethink carrying a gun. So I'd rather see the masses of people out there that would just be carrying regardless if it's ready to go or not. It's my own opinion, and by all means I would not try to push that upon somebody else, but I don't see why you'd carry a gun that wouldn't go boom when you pulled the trigger, because along with the ammo and the kind of gun that you carry and how you carry it and that kind of shit, you don't know what's going to happen. And this goes back years to this was a subject on a video over at the other channel, and my biggest argument was, and it happens quite a bit, especially, well, in the summer, maybe not in areas that it's really, really hot and you're in air conditioning, but you know, you're sitting in a car with the window down, you got your arm driving, and all of a sudden some nutbag runs up to the car and grabs your arm because they're going to try carjacking you or ripping you off or whatever the reason is. You know, is your gun set up so that at that moment in time, not only can you get to it while all that's going on, but you're gonna, be able to rock the slide. Maybe your gun is set up for it. Maybe it's also, maybe it's not a Ruger 40 cal with the spring is 23 pounds, and you might be able to like rack it on your leg or the dash of your car or something. Again, I don't want to get in an argument with someone. If you got a good point for why you carry the way you carry, so be it. I'd rather know that, for instance, if Christine says, I don't feel comfortable carrying with a round in the chamber. Well, I'd rather she had a gun, period, regardless if it's got one in the tube or not. I know she's not like that because generally I love the fact that she now has her carry. I mean, case in point, the other night we went out. I'm in my pajamas, by the way, but I'm still loaded. I got my Walther on me, and go to a little mom and pop shop, and the girl working that really makes a kick-ass Bloody Mary says, you want your usual Bloody Mary and and a kayak coach from Lake Superior Brewers, and I'm like, sure. I look at Chris, and I actually, it's upstairs now because she used it in that scenario just to make sure that everything's covered. Stupid fridge. Somebody remind me, okay? I have who did I get it from? I think it came from Aegis Armory. I've got the it's not a holster. I don't even know. All it does is it snaps over the top of the gun and basically covers up the trigger. So it's got a lanyard loop on it, which I don't even know why. So I can pull it off fast, but she keeps that in her purse in a scenario like that. So it's kind of dark in the restaurant. So I just like took this out and dropped it on the ground and had a couple rounds go off. I'm just kidding. Took it out of the holster, and she had that thing, and I just snapped it over the top of it and tossed it in her purse. I mean, she has a conceal and carry permit, so my shortcomings, alcohol, doesn't affect the fact that somebody was going to be able to defend us. So she doesn't mind. Her only pet peeve is she doesn't really care for the striker fired guns because commonly they don't have safeties. I know there's models out there. I mean, Smith & Wesson on the M&P series you can get without, blah, blah, blah. But she likes, if she had it her way, what she actually wants is a Ultra Series 1911. She kind of wanted the Kimber Ultra. If I still had a few of mine, a friend of mine that the deal was when I went through my divorce, he bought a bunch of my guns, and he's like, you ever want to get your CDP Ultra back, you just let me know and you can buy it back for what I bought it from you. That's cool. 2 years, a year later, did you shoot it? Nope, just sitting in the safe, waiting for you. Okay. 2 years. Nope. Just sitting in the safe, waiting for you. Okay, well, if you get a chance to shoot it, no, I just haven't had the opportunity. Really. I've shot shit out the car window on the way home from a gun show before, for God's sakes. Then for me, it all went to shit when he shot it. He's like, man, damn, that is like one of the nicest pistols I've ever shot. So that's what Chris wants, is a 1911, something like that. It's got the bevel treatment and all the Go Fast goodies and large beaver tail and great trigger and Meeper Light night sights. And yeah. So, but to each his own. Like I said, I'd rather know that someone that I cared about was carrying a gun, regardless of the state of condition. But if it was left to me, either you carry with it ready to go, or you're a pussy. What did that? Hello? Just kidding. I didn't say that. Yeah, I did say that. Pete is a pussy. I mean, how many years do you have to be in the gun world before you feel comfortable with a gun with a bullet in it on your side? Barney. What should we look at tomorrow? Oh, I never put it on the E scale. Okay, this is that This is the E-scale specifically for apple cider with alcohol in it. It tastes, I don't know, to be honest, I think it tastes more like just regular old apple juice, apple cider than some of the ones that I've had. I know I haven't had a lot of them. I've had the Reds and the Reds Granny Smith, and they're pretty good. I think something like this, you know, if you really want to drink at work, and someone said to the boss, "Hey, I think Josh is drinking alcohol." He's like, dude, it's apple cider, for God's sakes, go ahead and try it. He's just drinking apple cider. Stop being a mamby-pamby. So, on the E scale, specifically, well, that's right, I'm supposed to show it to you while I do it. Specifically set up for apple cider with alcohol in it, I would probably give Smith & Forge hard cider, I'd probably give them an 8. What would it take to get to a 10? I don't have a frickin' clue. Maybe if it was 18% by volume. Okay, tomorrow. I think there's going to be a tomorrow. I know my buddy said, "Hey, what do you think about working a half a day tomorrow?" And I went, yeah, I guess we could work a half a day tomorrow, or you could go fuck yourself. So he said, "I'll see you on Friday." Which a lot of people take that day off too, but can't afford that right now because there's so many things that I need that Chuck won't buy. So let's look at 8 Maids a Milkin'. I bet they are. From the brewery. What is that exactly? That's an Imperial Milk Stout. And they put, I always have a hell of a time with yellow writing. So it's like blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah. More important, JR10 Desert Gold, it is 11.3%, which is 1.3%, as I remember correctly, over the threshold minimum of the shit that you like. And I agree. If it's not 10% or more, then why even bother? I just do this shit to humor some people. This will be worth looking at. Okay, on that note, which has probably already been long enough, kind of looks like it could be a Benelli shotgun, but it's got a sight system on it. Not 100% sure what that is, but it looks like it has some kind of a grip on it. We have an SBR, maybe. Might not be an SBR. Can't actually see the rest of it, so let's just go with an AR. And she's got a Glock with a light in it. She's got her phone right there. And she is about 5.5 seconds away from kicking the guy in the canoe out. Okay, I think I haven't had a chance. I still gotta get back to Chuck. It's always really important because of the really important shit that Chuck asks all the time. So, okay, guys. If there is a tomorrow, I'm not exactly sure what time dinner is, and we're hosting it over here, but we'll take a look at the 8 Maids of Milkin'. And again, cheers, guys.